Imagine, what if aging was not as inevitable as we believe? In 1800s America, there were women who, even at the age of 50 and 60, looked surprisingly young. Their faces did not show the deep wrinkles we expect with age, instead, they carried a natural freshness and glow. And the most surprising part is this: they had no modern creams, no clinics, and no artificial treatments. So the real question is, was it only a simple, clean lifestyle that made this possible? Or were they using some hidden routines that have completely disappeared today? And if those secrets truly existed, then why are we still unaware of them? Don't skip this video, because in secret number 14, there is a method that can completely transform your skin texture. And secret number 3 is so powerful that after learning it, you will wonder why it was ignored for so long. If you miss these secrets, then understand that you are losing the principles of beauty that were passed down through generations, from one hand to another. Welcome back to Forgotten American Health and Beauty. Here we turn the pages of forgotten history, where beauty was not about expensive chemicals, but a beautiful blend of nature and wisdom. In our videos, we explore ancient American lifestyles, traditional remedies, and such scientific habits that teach you the art of living a confident and healthy life. Our goal is to bring back that old wisdom which has been lost in today's fast-paced world. So, are you ready? Let's turn back the hands of time and shake the dust off those old 1800s books to discover the first treasure of the past. Let's begin with secret number 20. Secret number 20. The lard and herbal balm. In the harsh pioneer winters, the wind could crack the skin in moments. Women of that era didn't have synthetic lotions, so they relied on a traditional herbal balm. By blending pure, rendered lard with soothing herbs like comfrey or plantain, they created a thick, protective shield. It wasn't just about comfort, it was about locking in the skin's natural moisture, ensuring that even in the biting frost, the face remained soft and protected from the brutal drying effects of the frontier air. Secret number 19. Mint leaves potion. To wake up a dull complexion after a long day of work, pioneer women turned to the garden's most refreshing herb, mint. They would crush fresh mint leaves and steep them in cool spring water to create a bracing, aromatic rinse. This wasn't just a simple wash, it was a traditional method to stimulate the skin's surface and encourage blood flow. By splashing this infusion onto their faces, they achieved a natural, rosy glow that told the world they were full of life and vitality. Secret number 18. Elderberry serum. The women of the 1800s understood that the skin needed internal nourishment to stay resilient. Elderberries were their prized beauty secret. They would boil these deep, dark berries into a concentrated syrup or serum. Rich in traditional nutrients, this was their historical way of feeding the skin from the surface. They believed that by applying this essence regularly, they were providing the skin with the strength it needed to resist the early onset of fine lines and keep the texture firm and youthful. Secret number 17. Cucumber slices. While today we see cucumbers as a common snack, in the pioneer era, they were a dedicated beauty tool. After long, sun-drenched days working in the fields or near the hearth, the delicate skin around the eyes would often show signs of fatigue. Women would cut thin, cool slices of cucumber and lay them over their closed eyes for several minutes. This was their classic, refreshing secret to instantly draw out heat, reduce puffiness, and calm the tired nerves of the skin, bringing back a bright and rested look. Secret number 16. Buttermilk bath. To maintain a smooth and even complexion across the entire body, pioneer women relied on the properties of buttermilk. When fresh milk was churned, the remaining liquid was seen as a precious beauty asset. The lactic acid in the buttermilk acted as a gentle, natural exfoliant. By washing with it, they could softly dissolve away the dull, dead cells of the day, revealing the fresh, glowing skin beneath. It was their secret to a soft, even-toned complexion that remained radiant even through years of hard living. Secret number 15. Cornmeal exfoliation. The pioneers knew that beauty required a clean slate. After a week of heavy labor, the skin would often feel heavy with dust and grime. They didn't have expensive mechanical tools, so they used the simplest treasure from their kitchens, coarse cornmeal. By mixing a small amount with water, they created a gentle, natural scrub. Rubbing this in circular motions was their traditional method to buff away the rough texture of the day, leaving the skin feeling remarkably soft, polished, and ready to absorb the natural oils that kept them youthful. Secret number 14. The yarrow infusion. As we promised in our introduction, here is the secret for a complete skin transformation. The yarrow plant was legendary among pioneer women. When their skin felt dull, uneven, or prone to the harshness of the elements, they didn't reach for chemicals, they reached for yarrow. They would steep these powerful leaves into a strong, herbal infusion. Using this as a daily facial rinse was their secret weapon to tighten the skin's texture, soothe redness, and promote a clear, porcelain-like smoothness. It was the absolute turning point for those who wanted to regain their natural glow. Secret number 13. Aloe vera gel. While we often think of aloe vera as a modern invention, it was a well-kept secret of the American frontier, especially in the warmer regions. Pioneer women prized this plant as nature's cooling balm. Whenever the sun or dry wind left the skin feeling brittle or aged by the heat, they would apply the fresh, thick gel directly from the leaf. It provided an immediate, deep hydration that plumped the skin and locked in freshness, serving as their natural defense against the visible signs of wear and tear. Secret number 12. Oatmeal scrub. When life on the frontier grew difficult, the simplest remedies often proved the most effective. Oatmeal was a staple in every pioneer household, but it was also the secret behind a calm, balanced complexion. By grinding oats and mixing them with a touch of water or honey, women created a soothing, anti-inflammatory mask. This was their traditional way to settle angry, irritated skin and ensure that, despite the outdoor struggles, their faces remained calm, hydrated, and free from the dry, flaky patches that usually signal aging. Secret number 11. Walnut oil for the scalp. To the pioneer woman, hair was the crowning glory of her youth. However, the dry frontier air often left the scalp brittle and the hair thinning. Their solution was the nutrient-dense oil extracted from wild walnuts. They would massage this rich oil into their scalps before brushing their hair. This was a deep conditioning ritual that fed the hair follicles from the root, ensuring that their hair remained thick, shiny, and vibrant, defying the common belief that age naturally thins out one's hair. Secret number 10. Olive oil night massage. In the stillness of the frontier nights, pioneer women practiced a ritual that modern science has only recently validated. Before retiring to rest, they would take a small amount of pure olive oil and gently massage it into their skin in upward motions. This wasn't just about moisture, it was their traditional way to keep the skin's elasticity alive. By encouraging circulation right before sleep, they allowed the skin to repair itself overnight, ensuring they woke up with a face that looked refreshed and firm, rather than tired and drawn. Secret number 9. Clay and water mask. Deep in the earth of the American landscape, there was a secret that could pull impurities right out of the pores. Women would gather natural clay from clean, undisturbed areas. When mixed with fresh spring water, it became a powerful, mineral-rich mask. As it dried on the face, it acted like a magnet, drawing out the dust of the trail and the pollutants of the hearth. This weekly ritual kept their pores tight and their skin texture refined, giving them a clear, radiant appearance that few could match. Secret number 8. Chamomile eye compress. The frontier life was exhausting, and the eyes often told the story of that fatigue. To counter this, pioneer women turned to the gentle power of chamomile. They would steep these calming flowers in hot water, let the liquid cool, and then soak clean cloths in the tea to place over their eyes. This was their timeless secret to soothe the nervous tension around the eyes, vanish the signs of sleeplessness, and keep the gaze bright, youthful, and full of life, no matter how hard the day had been. Secret number 7. Beetroot cheek stain. Beauty in the 1800s was never about heavy, synthetic layers, it was about enhancing what nature gave you. For a natural, youthful flush, women used the deep pigment of beetroot. By carefully dabbing a small amount on their cheeks, they created a soft, healthy glow that mimicked the vitality of youth. It was their subtle, clever way of ensuring that their faces always looked alive, vibrant, and energetic, proving that you didn't need artificial chemicals to look your best. Secret number 6. Castor oil for brows. A youthful face is often defined by the framing of the eyes. Pioneer women understood that as time passed, the brows could thin, making the face look older. To combat this, they relied on the heavy, nutrient-rich castor oil. Every evening, they would apply a tiny drop to their brows. This ancient beauty ritual was their secret to maintaining thick, dark, and well-defined brows, which not only framed their eyes beautifully but acted as a hallmark of health and youthful vigor throughout their lives. Secret number 5. Dandelion leaf tea. The pioneer women believed that true beauty started from within. To keep their blood clean and their skin free from blemishes, they gathered fresh dandelion leaves in the spring. They brewed them into a bitter but incredibly potent tea. This was their master internal cleanser. By flushing out impurities and supporting liver health, they ensured that their skin stayed clear, bright, and free from the dullness that so often comes with age. Secret number 4. Apple cider vinegar tonic. This was the pioneer's secret to perfect skin pH. They would dilute a small amount of raw apple cider vinegar with spring water and use it as a facial toner. This balanced their skin, tightened the pores, and created a natural protective barrier against the harsh, drying elements of the frontier. It was a simple, inexpensive, yet brilliant way to ensure their skin texture remained smooth and resilient, regardless of the outdoor conditions. Secret number 3. Egg white tightening mask. As we promised, here is the secret for natural skin lifting. When a woman needed to look her absolute best, she reached for the humble egg white. By whisking it into a light foam and applying it as a thin mask, they created an instant, natural tightening effect. As it dried, it gently pulled at the skin, smoothing out fine lines and giving the face a refreshed, lifted appearance. It was their go-to secret for a youthful, firm look that defied the years. Secret number 2. Rose petal water. The simplest things are often the most profound. Pioneer women would collect wild rose petals and distill them into pure rose water. This wasn't just a fragrance, it was a hydration powerhouse. By misting this over their faces daily, they kept their skin plump, velvety soft, and incredibly fragrant. It was their daily ritual to preserve the softness of youth and ensure that even in the toughest life, their skin felt like a delicate petal. Secret number 1. The sacred beauty fusion. We finally reached the ultimate secret, the one we mentioned in our opening. This was a guarded, sacred blend that every pioneer mother passed to her daughter. It was a fusion of pure, natural oils and rare botanical extracts, specifically designed to be applied to the hair roots and the skin at night. This wasn't just a cream, it was a total restoration system. By massaging this potent blend into the scalp and skin, they effectively stopped hair fall and erased the signs of aging by keeping the skin deeply nourished and elastic. It was the absolute reason why, even at 60, their beauty remained untouched by the hands of time. These were the 20 forgotten beauty rituals of the pioneer era. But as we have seen, the wisdom of the past holds even deeper mysteries. We are currently investigating a forgotten method of facial energy restoration, an ancient practice that is even more effective than the secrets we shared today. A truth that, once revealed, will completely change how you treat your skin. We can only share the full details of this discovery with those who are truly part of our inner circle. So, tell us in the comments right now, which one of these 20 secrets surprised you the most, and which one are you going to start using today? We are reading every single comment, and your thoughts matter to us. If you want to be the first to uncover the mystery we are about to reveal, hit that like button, share this with someone who needs this wisdom, and subscribe to Forgotten American Health and Beauty, and make sure the bell icon is on. Because the next story we bring to you will not just be another secret, it will be a turning point. We will see you in the next investigation.